What's going on, guys? My name is Relic, and in this video I just want to let you guys know my personal thoughts and opinions on the Infinite Warfare beta after I've already played it this weekend. But before I get into it, I just want to let you guys know, yet again, this is not live gameplay. I just have gameplay in the background. Just figured I'd throw my face in the video so that you guys have some sexy looking blue-haired red bandana dude to look at. Obviously, I'm joking, guys, but yeah, let's get into it. Just want to let you guys know that I have hit the max level around 2 times, and then I started a third account that a fan let me borrow to level up his alternate account, and I got that up to level 15, so I do actually have quite a lot of experience with the beta. And my thoughts on the beta are, it's alright. In my opinion, I feel like this game is basically a reskin of Black Ops 3, but just with a little bit less of your jump thrust abilities. And on top of that, I found it really hard to actually find guns that I enjoyed using in the beta. Now, I know that there are going to be more guns in the full game, and I know there's going to be a lot more balancing and stuff like that, but going purely off of the beta, these weapons seem to be very, very dull and boring. Heck, I even tried quickscoping, and in my opinion, I was getting pretty good at it, but the problem was, even with the bolt-action sniper rifle that everyone's going to be using, the timing between shots is way too long. And on top of that, you die very, very, very fast in this game. So if you do miss your first shot, you will die because they will find out where you're shooting from and kill you even before you have enough time to reload your weapon and get back to shooting. Another thing that I don't really like that much about Infinite Warfare is the color scheme, and the colors are very, very dull. I could totally tell that they tried to amp it up compared to Ghost because a lot of people were complaining that Ghost looked really, really ugly and really dark, dull colors, and they did add a lot more color, but the vibrancy is just off. It's just not a very vibrant game. And once you start playing it for hours on end, it starts to become a blur and it starts to get really boring and dull. So because, in my opinion, the colors are very dull and they get depressing and boring after long hours of gameplay, the weapon choice isn't exactly my favorite. It was very hard for me to find a weapon that I actually enjoyed using, and I ended up having to stick between like 3 weapons the whole beta. The fact that you die so fast that you don't even really have any time to react once an enemy starts shooting at you from behind, and the fact that it's very similar to the Black Ops 3 movement features where you could fly around. I mean, granted, it's not as much, but you still do end up having to fly around a lot, and it does indeed happen, especially when people started to get the layouts of the maps down. So all of those points that I just brought up are a big reason why I'm going to be docking points from the Infinite Warfare game. However, not all is bad, and there are a few things that I actually do like in Infinite Warfare. Yet again, it is going to be the movement system. I know that I just said that it lost points for having the Black Ops 3 movement system, but I do have to give Infinity Ward props for dumbing it down quite a lot so that you use your bar up quicker, meaning you can't jump as high and you can't jump as often. And everybody knew that the game was too far in development for them to completely remove the movement systems, so I do have to give Infinity Ward props for actually dumbing it down quite a bit in order to make it somewhat of a more boots on the ground experience. Another thing that I really like are the specialist abilities and the fact that you could join teams. I think that the fact that you could choose your team and level it up alongside your normal ranks is actually a very cool idea, and I really enjoy it. And getting into the specialists, or in this game as they're called, I think, rigs, I do actually very much enjoy them. The rigs are definitely way more customizable than the Black Ops 3 specialist characters, because in Black Ops 3 you were only able to choose 1 of 2 abilities per specialist. And in this game there are usually 3 abilities that you could choose from each specialist, and then also a passive ability, which is something that goes on in the background while you play. One of those abilities, for example, is whenever you get kills on enemies, they drop supply packs that your teammates can pick up, and it will help them gain their specialist ability faster. So I really do enjoy the new types of specialists that are in the Infinite Warfare beta that are going to be in the full game as well. And something that I think Infinity Ward did a really great job on as well were the weapons. Don't get me wrong, I really don't like the choice of weapons, but I can't deny the fact that these weapons in this game are definitely a lot cooler and had a lot of design and thought behind each one. And what I mean by that, for example, there is the EBR sniper rifle. It's just a semi-automatic sniper rifle, just like a lot of the snipers in most Call of Duty games, but the difference here is if you hold triangle, the gun tilts sideways and it turns into an assault rifle. Granted, it's not a very powerful assault rifle on a not very powerful sniper rifle, which is one of the reasons why I never use it, but I feel like that design aspect was very, very cool, and it's very interesting to me. Another gun that I found really cool that they designed really well was a Karma submachine gun. I think it's called the Karma. I can't really remember. I don't have the game up right now in front of me, but the submachine gun that I'm talking about actually has 2 clips instead of just 1. And when you combine that with extended clip, you could have like 75 bullets per clip, and that is absolutely insane. I find it really, really cool. And then there's my favorite assault rifle, which I, for some reason, can't remember the name of, but basically it's a laser assault rifle that when you hold hold triangle, the gun splits in half, and then you have 2 akimboed weapons, which is really cool for close quarter combat. And whenever you gotta pick someone off from far away, you just hold triangle again, and it'll quickly just slide it back on, and then you have sights, and you have a basic assault rifle. So as I said, a lot of these weapons aren't actually my favorites. I'm sure that they will be implemented a lot better with boots on the ground gameplay instead of people who are jumping all over the place. And I feel like if it was boots on the ground gameplay, these weapons would be a lot better overall. But I feel like that design aspect was very, very cool, and it's very interesting to me. I feel like Infinity Ward just blasted that ball right out of the park with their weapon designs. So yeah, that about sums it up for my review. And once again, I'm going to ask myself, would I recommend this game to a friend? And I'm going to have the exact same answer. Yes, if they enjoyed Black Ops 3. However, if you're more of a boots on the ground type guy or type player or whatever you want to call yourself, and you didn't end up liking Black Ops 3, chances are you're not going to like this game either. But I do extremely highly recommend getting the $80 version anyways, just so that you can play Modern Warfare Remastered, because that game is dope. So if I had to give Infinite Warfare a grade overall, I would rank it C-. Even though this is indeed a beta, I feel like there were parts in the beta that still could have been greatly improved before release, like making weapons not as powerful so that you don't die in like a quarter of a second, or like adding more vibrant colors and more vibrance overall to the maps. The effectiveness of the weapons that were released are kind of poor, however the designs behind them are absolutely dope. So yeah, that's my opinion. The game was alright. But that about sums it up for my review and thoughts of the Infinite Warfare beta after playing for the entire weekend. And let me know your opinions on the beta in the comment section down below. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say. And also while you're down there, let me know if you guys are excited for Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay, or if you guys are going to try to stick with Infinite Warfare this year. So yeah, don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to the channel and this is the first video of mine that you've seen, I just want to let you know that I upload 5 or more Call of Duty videos each week, and the days that I usually upload on are Monday through Friday. But yeah, that about sums it up for today's video, and I hope that you all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.